Rise up, it's the phoenix of the south. From flames and ashes, look now. Welcome to the neighborhood. Ain't no limit if you handle your business. Can't get out it once you win it, shout it. Welcome to the neighborhood. Every day it's a hustle, man, they party all night. Big city and bright lights, player. Welcome to the neighborhood. Everybody down here ain't from around here, but soon as they get here, they don't wanna leave here.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Welcome to the neighborhood. I'm your host, P. Shun. Thank you for joining us. We welcome you into our world as you welcome us into your world. And as always, you know what it is. Once we get started, we got the lottery numbers down low. Now, if you don't hit, don't blame us. But if you do, yeah. But listen, we got a lot of wonderful things coming for you this season. We have labeled this season the season of manifest. You'll understand a little bit more about that a little bit later. But for right now, we want to go ahead and get into our special edition. And we're going to be bringing to you a world-renowned individual. He's a celebrity in our eyes. We love him dearly. And so let's just get into it. Welcome to the neighborhood. Tell the people your name that don't know you and everything that you do or what you do, so to speak.
Hi, I'm Casey Kasem. I'm not. I'm Zooman Miller. I do voices and stuff. I do stand-up comedy, radio, tour with Cat Williams, and what else? I mentor a lot of comics. And I'm a grandfather. Hey,
congratulations on the grandfatherage. I may get there one day. What got you into comedy?
Comedy got into me. Like, you know, it started with the Richard Pryor 8 tracks. Always been a part of black culture. Comedy's always been around, whether you watching Richard Pryor or you was cracking on somebody around your neighborhood or at school. Having to make each other laugh, being able to make each other laugh is a part of our life. But I think Richard, Eddie, you know, all of the ones that gave us what they gave us, it drew me closer. Plus, I ain't had no father, so I was just grabbing them like, that's my father. Richard Pryor, my father.
Right.
Eddie Murphy, my father.
Right. When did you know you had it? Like, this is what you wanted to do with your life?
When you called me, I said, boy, I might be on to something, boy. Neighborhood trying to holler at me. No, what? I'm trying to do something with whoever trying to do something. I think I figured it out when they paid me. I didn't know that I was in the area of getting paid yet. I'd only been doing comedy like 2 years when I did Def Jam. So to be getting paid one week, and I thought he did it by mistake, so I left fast. Got out the club, hit the martyr, didn't come back for 2 weeks. Then when I come back, he was like, where you been? I was trying to book you.
Wow.
You just trying to book me? Yeah. Stupid. Oh, I thought you ain't need that money back? Nah, that was your money. Oh. I messed around and missed some money thinking that I stole his money.
Right.
Because I didn't know that I was getting paid that week. But I think they gave me more time, and then that more time constitute kind of sliding into a feature slot, and I got paid that week. So, that's when I'm like, oh, there's money in this.
Yeah.
There's gold in them there hills.
Gold in them there hills. Now, how was that Def Jam experience for you, and what did it do for your career?
Def Jam at that time, Def Jam raises your pay. You do a Def Jam, you can go get more money. You can go do more places. You can go do more clubs. The equivalent of now is internet numbers. Internet numbers is the Def Jam of today. The same way you could overnight blow up on a Def Jam Friday, you could overnight blow up on a viral video. I watched Junebug do the Junebug challenge. Who, by the way, none of y'all are doing a damn dance. I don't know what y'all doing. This the King Tut. Let's just get this right. That's the King Tut. He ain't no point did he do none of this. What is this? What's the snake you doing? Open fingers.
Open fingers.
Open fingers. I just got to stick that in. It's killing me. It's the Junebug challenge, not the Junebug. Try it. Do it for real, for real.
Right.
I like watching people grow off of a platform provided. Def Jam Comic View came and gave us a platform to have our generation's conversation. The internet showed up to give this generation a place to have their conversation. And you're either in the conversation or you're not.
Right.
If you're not going to be in the conversation about what they talking about, they don't want to hear from you.
Right.
And that's the same way it was for us with Def Jam. When Def Jam came out, there were a lot of people came before us that weren't having that young hip hop conversation.
Right.
So the younger crowds was kind of like, oh, who is this? You had to be funny in order for the young crowds to still rock with you. So it's kind of like the same place now. You got to be funny for them to still rock with you.
Gotcha. Now, were you a class clown?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Moms came to school and everything. Miss Bauman, 3rd grade. I remember it like, Miss Miller, your son's a class clown. Literally in those words, and all I kept thinking was, yo, you was a traitor. Is you kidding? All of the erasers I done cleaned, all of the waste baskets I done emptied.
Right.
And you gon' That's when I learned that life ain't. Don't nobody care about you. Your teacher gonna rat you out to your mama.
Right.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. So let me ask, with the climate and culture the way things is, the council culture.
Yeah.
Does it make it difficult now that everybody's sensitive to tell the jokes? Some jokes, rather?
It does and it doesn't. Just you could totally skate to the whole other side of the room where things aren't offensive and still find a wellspring of funny. It's a choice. But people like to be controversial, and controversy tends to draw the attention that people are looking for, or draw the numbers that they're looking for these days. So everybody like to dance on that ice. But it's thin. I say you could play with it, but just be respectful. I don't believe in it. People like, oh, it's too soon. Ain't no joke too soon to tell. It's too soon to be disrespectful.
That's good.
And sometimes comedy comes with a little edge of disrespect towards the topic it's on.
True.
So yeah, when it's something sensitive, you can't. But if you're gonna roll with the punches and roll in favor of the said event, in support of the event, and find some funny, then yeah. I was just watching this thing of Stevie Wonder when he sang at Mike's funeral. And when Mike passed away, a sensitive time.
Right.
Can't tell no Michael Jackson jokes. The hell you can't. I did. It was just the day of. It was like, y'all, I don't believe this. How I'm supposed to get through all this without no Michael Jackson here?
Right,
That's my
right.
marker. That's the last person in mind to talk soft and treat people kindly.
Right.
What's after that? Rick James? Like, yo, who we got left that care like that about people?
Right.
So it's like, yo, you can't talk about Mike right now. No, I'm not going to talk about Mike right now.
Right.
We all need to dress up like Mike tomorrow. And wear it for the rest of the week. You got to find and dig. It's no different of a challenge than any joke you ain't never told that you're trying to get them to laugh at. At the end of it, you're trying to get them to laugh.
Right.
That's all. It's narrow holes to go through, and it's some big old Holland tunnels to go through.
Right.
Yeah, pick your shot.
Right.
People don't give you extra credit though for going through the narrow hole just for ishk and giggles. They don't really care if you hit the narrow hole target.
Right. It's all fun and games. I'm pretty funny. I wouldn't dare do what you do. But how hard is it being a great comic?
It's subjective, so I mean, somewhere everybody's the greatest ever seen. Somewhere it's a comic that's somebody's favorite and nobody else is funny to them but this person.
Right.
I think if it's going to be what's personally great is, as a stand-up comic, having your own point of view, having your own style that you cultivated, and not leaning on available and accessible loopholes, tricks, and smoke and mirrors.
Gotcha.
Don't do that. Go get them some real food. Feed these people. You throwing them bags of chips and candy. Put a real plate in front of them. Put a whole plate of comedy in front of them. Stop playing with these people, man. Go ahead and dig deep. Playing with them.
Yeah. Now, we've been cool for a long time, and I've always admired this phrase, the walk to the mic is everything. Where did that come from?
I was walking to the stage, and so I smoked weed, and this particular day it was some really good weed, and it just slowed down my thoughts. I was paying attention to small details of the trip. I was being more appreciative of small things that were happening, like having somebody greet us at the airport. They're happy to see us. These people spent their time. So I was like, the rest of the day, I just started paying attention to the small things that were really, really packed with energy, but nobody gives credit to. And one of them is the walk to the mic. By the time you are walking to the mic, you've done everything already. That's when it starts. The show don't start when you get there and start telling jokes. It starts when they say,
Right.
But you start that walk, man. You kind of, it's like walking out on the field for an athlete. You be on the sideline, but when the coach say, "Hey,
Time
that's
to
a
get in.
whole different job."
Yeah, for sure.
That's a whole
For sure.
different job. This whole thing could change with what you about to go do, or it can go totally south with what you about to go
Right.
do. Walking
Right.
to this microphone, I can make this the best night somebody ever had, or I can make this the worst night they ever had. All that's in my head when I'm walking to the mic. My
Wow.
jokes are already there. I'm not really thinking about them. I'm thinking about small, tiny, extraneous stuff in the room. How can I stick a adrenaline shot in the jokes I already got right now? Is there something in the room I missed that might
Right.
be funny to talk about? Is there something in this city I missed that I might, something that nobody talked about, an angle nobody talked about, like still in there and cooking, even though there's
Right.
already food on the table. I'm still cooking.
Gotcha. Now, how lonely is it when you're on that stage and that spotlight is on when they call your name? And is that a lonely position to be in? You feel like you're out there by yourself?
Nah, it's lonely if nobody's laughing. That's when it gets lonely.
Yeah.
'Cause it's just you, and you realize it at that point. There's no help coming. Your
Right.
brain ain't even trying to help you.
Right.
Like, new joke, next joke. They didn't laugh at that one. What now? But that's it's like a warrior in battle. You start learning how to get around certain things.
Right.
In Gladiator, when they took him out in the woods to kill him,
Yeah.
he had his hands tied, but he was telling dudes about, I don't know, he said something about the type of soldier he was. You ain't never really been out here, so you don't know that in the cold your sword frosts up.
Right,
Little
right.
things.
Little
right?
things. Right.
Little things like that change the game and change the level of play that you're actually being involved in. So
Gotcha.
some of the little things you learn along the way as a comic, they give you a deeper impact into your material. Comics
Gotcha.
don't know they're not really digging their feet in like they could. You're not really, you telling your jokes. You're not, you ain't delivering them.
Right.
It's a
Right.
quarterback that's either going to stand in the pocket or scramble, be all over the place. Yeah, he got to
Gotcha.
throw off, but he had to run all over the place to get that done. Versus the ones that just stand there, scan the field. Poof, pow.
Right.
Some comics stand in the
Right.
pocket and just throw them. Boom, boom.
Wow.
Techniques. And these are the little things you learn on the way.
Gotcha. Now, if there was a young comic that you were mentoring, or maybe a future comedian watching the show, what would you say to them as far as their craft? How would you encourage them?
Have fun on stage. Stop being so technical. Crowd don't know none of this technical stuff going on in your mind.
Right,
Don't care
right.
either. I mean,
Right.
If you want to do something, empathize with your audience. Know who they are. Empathize with who these people are sitting in this crowd and what type of day they had, what it took to get here tonight. Normally they're prey. Normally you might gonna talk about somebody. But if you
Right.
take it a step further, like just empathize with your whole crowd. That's why I don't ever really sit down at the show. I'm walking around, checking my people,
Right.
see how they doing. Who came out just to be with their family? Who's out on a
Right.
date? I'm not just asking the question so I can, as a comic, get that shot off about couples. Nah, I'm asking to really get in the moment right now. Why are y'all out?
Right.
From real people.
Right.
real test. Real actual data from real people.
Gotcha.
When you try to tell a joke, audience members don't never really tell jokes. They can't really lock in with you on that. But the audience members had fun before.
Right.
The invitation to come have fun, even if they're not the funnest one in the pack, they still know how to answer the call.
Right.
Invite them to have fun and you have fun. Your jokes will come to you, I promise you. They like hanging out where it's fun.
Gotcha.
But if you up there like, that joke ain't go right, like, don't take nothing personal on stage, man. Don't take them not laughing personal. It ain't that they ain't laugh because they don't think it's funny or don't think you funny.
Right.
It's just the wrong play. The defense was stacked, and you called the wrong play. What's your next?
Right. Now, what arena did you do your thing in that you say, if I've made it, like, this is the dream come true? What place was that?
Performing at the Comedy Store and the Improv, because I watched it all since I was a kid. But at the at the Improv, got a little monocle and shit. On A&E at the Improv.
Right.
And when I did my second Def Jam in '96. When I got off stage, the person that would become my manager took me over to the Improv to get on stage, and I was like, "This the one on TV?" He was like, "Yeah, go do 5."
Wow.
Yeah. And it was more so because it was something I had been watching. I don't think it's locked into I always wanted to go be a performer at the Improv. I think it's just the always being familiar with the stage. I knew the room, It's like I had seen this place before. Oh shoot! When I finally did Apollo, and I was in there, I was like, this place tiny.
Wow.
The Apollo looks huge on TV.
Right.
When you walk in that little efficiency, 1-bath bedroom, it's tiny. It's a tiny little theater, but it gets the job done, right?
Wow.
So the same thing with going to the Improv, the Comedy Store, having my name on the side of the building, and having my picture on the wall in the Comedy Store. Now.
Wow.
Not just then. I haven't been in LA in forever.
Right.
And it's still up. There's a bunch of stars that come through there since. The fact that it's still up, whatever reason it's still up, thank you. You know what I mean? It feels good to have it still up.
Right.
I think it's a continuous bunch of moments. It's never because I know it's a journey. So I never count them as destinations. I just count them as layovers.
Gotcha.
You get some pretty cool layovers on this job.
Right.
I go out on tour with Cat Williams a couple years. That's a cool ass layover.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Word.
Yeah.
Chuck D wants to put your album at. That's a great layover.
Wow.
What?
Chuck D?
Yes, we urge to merge with that guy. Yeah, that's Big Bruh.
Yeah.
And even to the other direction, watching my younger brothers in the game go out and get it and yank it and blah.
Yeah.
85 South out there murdering everything.
Oh, yeah.
Smoke. Chris Jones out there murdering everything. Just did my boy Yohanse's show. All my co-worker fam is all getting it.
Right.
Fredo Davis is out with Major Hype on tour. Like,
that's
to watch a game that don't love nobody still give you love.
Right.
That's a highlight.
Right.
That's the I made it.
Gotcha.
It ain't that you made it because you hit no targets, that you hit no targets. It's when they bring your name up, how do people act?
Right. Right.
That is the highlight reel.
Right.
When they bring your name up, it get funky in the room.
Right.
Might have missed a few targets.
When
they bring your name up, people's face start smiling, and there's good stories to be told. Hopefully you did something good.
Oh, that's good. Now, you mentioned Cat Williams and being on tour with him. What was that like? I got to know myself.
Like being on the winningest NBA team out that year.
Wow.
Whatever year it is that you out, you on a team that's beating people down in the playoffs and headed for the rings.
Right.
The lineup is strong. Mark Curry, Red Grant, myself, Jen Thomas, Cat Williams at the end. And you would think we had did nothing by the time Cat come on. We done did everything imaginable and unimaginable to this crowd. We done took them so many different places and beat them up. You'd think we wasn't there, Cat come out.
Wow.
I thought we... it's a master class in audience-artist relationship. Of course he's funny. Proved that a long time ago.
Right.
But it's just like I was saying, what do people say when you're in a room? Still to this day, when people want to talk about something that's true, they'll take Cat's face and put what they want to say on it.
Right.
To give it a sense of truth.
Right.
People's
Right.
face that you trust that tell the truth to you.
Mm-hmm.
And comedy, that's not always, you know what I mean? You don't get that all the time. You get a lot of
Right.
sideways talking. The lineup that you go out with, you absorb from them and you learn from them. I learned from Mark Curry. Mark Curry had me doing characters together, and I had never done that.
Right.
I got one joke, I got one character.
Gotcha.
One joke, I got one character.
Right.
But he worked with Richard Pryor, and he knew how to
okay.
get characters popping all together in the same room talking.
Right.
So I'm in his room and he's pressing me. Give me another one. All right, now throw Barack in there. Okay, now give me that. So I come off the tour with better artillery.
Right.
You're not gonna come off that tour the same. You come out of there ready to beat up everything in front of you.
Yeah, you can't.
So the joke ends up coming. What if Lucius Lyons would have tried to sign Biggie Smalls before Diddy did? Like, I'm trying to tell you, man, something over at Bad Boy, you ain't gonna get no good deal.
I know I'm saying, though, Puff already signing the stuff. We got more wet chicks and jeeps and shit. Like, he gonna give a deal to Little C's, Little Kim, the whole squad. Lucius, you ain't even talk about giving me money, nigga.
I'm gonna give you money, you just gotta wait, give me some time. Like the dance of the two.
Wow.
It wasn't easy to do before, I didn't know how.
Right.
But
Right.
my brothers on tour sharpened me. You feel me? Cat teaches by showing you. You know, it's a master class every night. You watching him punch a arena in all directions. Doom, 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 doom. And that relationship with him and that audience, again, comes from they expect to get something that they always get from him, and that's some truth.
Right. Right.
That means he pays homage to what these people want to come and see.
Right.
He know what they like.
Right.
They like that truth.
Right.
I'm gonna bring you something.
Right. Right.
Sometimes as an artist, you can get in your bag and want to do what you want to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Forcing that down the pipeline, and you can get results. But the best results is when the audience feels satisfied. If you could figure out how collectively to have them all be satisfied, mostly when
Yeah.
you might have did something right.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
And that's what I see at the end of the night. These people walking out exhausted from laughter.
Gotcha.
Just
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
they coming out the gym.
Right. 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 Now you spoke about movies. Can you tell us some of the movies you've been in or what you got coming out?
Yes, sir. So, The House Next Door comes out July 5th. Meet the Blacks 2, Cat Williams, Mike Epps, Lil Duval, Gary Owens,
Wow.
Clifton Powell, Ha Davis, Snoop Dogg,
Whoa.
Rick Ross, Brescia Webb. It's chock full of people, and it's funny.
Yeah.
And we shot it some time ago, and it's coming out,
That's a cast, man.
and I'm happy. And I'm in it. What's up? Who said that? I'm in it.
All right. Now, is been on movie sets the same as being on stage?
I don't know. That's different. You're being dissected. You're a live flow. It's a live shot, a live flow on stage. No cuts, no takes. When you're doing film or television, anything other than that, you're giving pieces to be put together by the masterpiece putter together.
Right. I'm gonna use that.
They're getting your pieces and their pieces and the audio pieces, and we're gonna lay music right here. And
Right.
Directors, filmmakers are storytellers.
Right.
And so you gotta learn how to not always be the one with the joke. You gotta be the character who stays true to the character because it helps tell the story.
Right.
If you find a place to stick something funny and go for
Right.
it. If it worked, cool. If it don't, they ain't gonna use
Right.
it. So, and also there's a writer there. He got paid to write.
Right.
You probably could write something funnier,
Right.
but you didn't. Like, they wrote the movie.
Right.
And try and make those words dance. I always like actors that could do that. That they take the actual words on the paper. That's the job. You take the words they gave you and you do something that nobody else did with it.
Right.
You say something that nobody else said with it. That's what makes the great actors.
Right.
A lot of comics are great actors. Just gotta learn how to share the time, because we got a one-man show going on. We on stage by ourselves. You get into a scene with 2 and 3 people, and now you gotta figure out how to share that energy so everybody can
Right.
win.
Right.
It's a little more technical, but still fun because it's still go time whenever they say action.
Right.
Whether it's the walk to the microphone on stage or the walk to the microphone hanging over your head, or the walk to the microphone in front of the camera, it's still a walk.
Right.
And that's where you get your shit together. On that walk.
Now, do you have any more movies coming out? What's next for Zooman?
I'm pretty sure. I was doing radio for a minute. I did Kiss 104 morning show, Morning Groove for about 2.5 years. Got up some pretty decent ratings in the middle of the pandemic, walking up in the studio, fighting, got doggone COVID.
That's it.
Still got good ratings in the middle of a pandemic, so pretty proud about that. But then they let us go in August and brought in our competition from down the street. Radio, suckers never play me.
Right.
No Ouija board though, that was God's plan. When I finished shooting Meet the Blacks, I got the radio job 2 weeks later. Movie didn't come out for a while. 2.5 years on radio. They let me go from radio, and what's happening right after that? The movie coming out. Boy, if you don't look at God right in his eyeball, right here. Look at him dead in his eye. You won't, I bet you won't, you scared. Look at him dead in his eyeball. Look at God.
Look at God. Yeah.
I don't ask no questions, bro. Just let them, because some of this time that you think it's not going your way, it ain't supposed to be your way going. You're supposed to assist somebody else's way.
That's good.
We all family
That's
out
good.
here, supposed to be helping each other. So when your way ain't going good, go somebody else's way and help them till yours is.
Right.
I promise it'll also take your mind off that yours ain't going good.
Right.
You'll feel good that you helped somebody.
Right. So where can people find you on social media to connect?
Zooman Miller on Instagram, Zooman Miller on Facebook, and also on Twitter. But I don't tweet a lot. I'm not going to send y'all there just to watch me not tweet. I don't tweet a lot. I don't be having nothing to say like that. I mean, catch me on stage live. I got stuff that's coming, but I don't like saying it because I don't like jinxing them. I'm one of them don't jinx it moves. The movie already coming. I already know. The director been promoting it. I'm like, all right. If he ain't promoted, I wasn't going to say nothing. When I saw him put it on his page, I was like, oh, okay.
Good.
Okay, it's going down. All right, it's popping. It's about to happen. Oh, okay, yeah, all right, it's happening. Okay, yeah. Shout out to Eddie Murphy and everybody who just did Come to America. What a celebration of black excellence from beginning to end. I don't know who didn't like it and how you could not have liked black excellence from beginning to end. How could you not like black excellence from beginning to end? The man woke up in the bed with his wife, his queen. Ain't we calling everybody queen every morning? Ain't y'all in them girls' inboxes? Good morning, queen. Every morning? You better not say you ain't like this movie. And he woke up with his queen next to him, with his kids in front of him. Went to go teach his daughters combat training. That's the greatest black story ever told. You can stop it right there. Tell you why they ain't like it. These people been watching TikTok for a year straight. They don't even know how to process a whole movie.
Right.
If it would have been on TikTok, they would have been like, yo, that was fire. You saw it coming to America on TikTok. Boy, Eddie Murphy, a genius. Got to shrink it down, buddy. They don't know how to eat this big meat. It's a big meat. And baby food eating. TikTok about a minute.
Okay. Thank you for your time, sir.
Oh, man, I appreciate you, my guy. This is probably like... I'm probably gonna go stunt after this. I'm gonna probably, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do some, I'm coming from an interview. I'm gonna do that somewhere. Probably like Chipotle, make them hurry up, you know. Yo, if you could hurry up, I'm coming from an interview. Just more guac.
More guac.
Yeah. That's enough.
Oh, God.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for watching. As I like to say, everybody down here ain't from around here, but soon as they get here, they don't want to leave here. I'm P. Sean. This is Welcome to the Neighborhood. The cast will be returning on the next episode. God bless y'all. Thanks for watching.
Damn. Hey. Let's take a stroll through the neighborhood. We aging good. Many different faces on situational basis. See, it's all about the cash home. Hit the gas home. On to the next. Complete and correct. Doing too much, baby. You gotta live. Back to the basics. Never